doesn't listen to you, what would you do? Now you're a tactician, okay?
Yeah.
That's great and wonderful. It'd be great then if the end of that story was kumbaya, but that doesn't work. So then what's the call after that?
I don't see how you stop him on federal marshals. I'm not sure I'm not sure I see how you would do that.
I would find some legal reason, taxes, something, just get in there and take him away in cuffs. I'm sorry. It's national defense. This is what a commander-in-chief does. There's theory, and then there's protecting our country. The Jack Nicholson.
All right, I want to get Pat in here.
Pat, help me, Pat.
Well, John Meacham's familiar with the phrase Woodrow Wilson said, "A little band of contemptible men has rendered the great government of the United States helpless and contemptible." This is absurd. We've got the general in command of our troops saying men will die. John himself said blood will be shed. The president sent those men into battle. What he should do, they should try to persuade this pastor to stand down, and if he doesn't, act. For heaven's sakes, in 1951, Harry Truman ordered the steel mills of the United States seized rather than allow a potential strike to happen. Barack Obama is not a law professor. He is the president of the United States, and think of what Theodore Roosevelt or Andrew Jackson or others would have done in this situation. The whole world is watching us, and the United States is going to sit here paralyzed and fretting because of one pastor threatens to burn 100 Korans. I think you act and then take the decision. Consensus will follow action. The American people will applaud. The Republicans will applaud. And the world will say, oh, the President of the United States is a leader at last.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, on every level. On every level. We've become a nation of
okay.
You've got to come up with the grounds for doing it.
I believe our government
It's very easy to have an abstract discussion about that you should send in the marshals. That's the right thing to do, and political polls will be produced.
Hold on, Pat, hold on. Donnie, hold on. Dan, thank you. We on this set have criticized this president for shooting down and for going way below. This guy has somehow this little hate monger has foisted himself into the national spotlight, and you want the president.
But it's here at this point. So you can't unwind it and go back and say, oh, I wish the spotlight is there, and there's a chance for the president to take a stand, and a stand that protects us as a country, that just sends a message to the world on a lot of levels. That's what a chief executive does.
Any time going forward that we have a debate in this country about whether certain actions of certain individuals could, quote, here at home, could potentially put our troops in harm's way, you are for the President of the United States finding whatever legal means possible to send in federal marshals.
I think the solution to this problem is, as I said, I don't want to even go into
question. What about the precedent-setting nature of it?
This whole thing is making me feel really nervous.
As Pat said, the precedent's been set by Harry Truman and Woodrow Wilson and great presidents throughout history. Sometimes presidents have to act.
Pat Buchanan.
Presidents act, look, and then act and tell them, look, this is what I've got to do to protect the troops. Now, you lawyers, your job is to find the legal rationale why this is being done, but it is going to be done. And if the Supreme Court says I shouldn't have done it 2 years from now, fine. But we're not going to let those kids be killed over there because this nutball has burned 100 Korans, and the whole world has seen it.
That's what a leader does. That's a leader, and that's not a theorist, and he does, and he takes action. And that's what a leader does at this point, to protect this country, make a statement to the world. I, as an American, am appalled that our defense secretary has to get down on one knee and ask this man to not burn Korans.
We don't know what he said.
Well, I'm saying it in a metaphor.
Well, the debate here, and Pat should respond to this in particular, the debate here is